Welcome back, my YouTube family. Today I'm over here on my buffet and my wall shelf. And what I'm doing here is I have these vases from Hobby Lobby, and I got two for my mantle. But I also got this floral print with flowers and butterflies on it. And I'm going to have to get Larry to hang that up for me because I'm just too short. And he'll come in and put it up on that nail. But I wanted to decorate this in what I call a rose. I know it looks pink, but it is considered a rose, and it's one of the pastel colors. Well, after putting everything together, I'm trying to find something on this end that's going to look appropriate, and I think that the white just stands out too much because I have a lot of creams and ivories and browns, and I just think that the white is a little too stark. But before I even finish, I decide that I just literally want to start all over. I originally had ordered some tea towels from Amazon.com in a rose color, and I'll put a picture of those right up here. But they didn't send me the tea towels, they sent me a tablecloth, and I had to return it. So overall, I'm not pleased with this. I put some little brown bunnies and they really pop up there, but I'm just not pleased with this. And so I just want to start over and start from scratch. But you can let me know what you think about this, but I just think that it's just a little overwhelming up there, the florals and the tall vases and the small picture, and so I don't know. I just want to start over. Now, starting over, I did leave the picture up there above the shelf. That was new from Hobby Lobby this year, and I love the color. I love the pastel colors in it. And I went ahead and I left the wooden spoon and the cutting board there. Now, since I didn't get my towels that I originally wanted from Amazon, I had these on hand, so I got them out in a beige. They're a check and a plaid and a stripe, and I just love all of them mixed together right there next to the cutting board. And this little wreath, this is one that I made, and at the end of this video, I'll also leave a timestamp. I'll show you how I made that, and I wanted a neutral, natural wreath that I could hang on my pegs here, and this is what I came up with. The next item is another little cutting board. This one I got from Hobby Lobby this year for $6.99. I just love the size of it, and I just love the color, and I just love the style of these cutting boards, the natural wood that it adds to my home decor. Now, I did move the lamp over to the right-hand side. I plugged it up, and I just like how, you know, it gives that glow when it's turned on of the early evenings. And I added the crock with all my favorite wooden spoons and just a few other things in there. And I set that on one of those wood rounds. The little basket of eggs, I fell in love with this basket. I found it thrifting, and it's actually square. It's not round, although it looks round, but I'll give you a close-up a little bit later. But I just put some natural color eggs in there, and I just thought it really added to my setting here on my buffet. And the next items is the little chocolate bunnies. I wanted them to show up, so I just brought them down in between the basket and the crock, and I think they just really pop with that dark brown color. The next items are two throws that I have. I have one in a rose, and I have one in a sage green. And I put them both on the ladder, putting the rose on top because I think it just brings out those wood tones. Up at the top, I just added a couple of cutting boards on each side of the wall art, and I added a whole array of all of my creamers and pictures, and I just sort of like this a lot better. Here it is, how it all turned out. You have to let me know in the comment what you think or which one you liked better. It's just a short 4 or 5 minute video on how I made this. I made myself one, and I also made one for the booth. Hey my YouTubers, I have a DIY for you today. I got this wreath from Hobby Lobby for $2.79. I don't know if there was any percentage off that or not. I got these flowers from Hobby Lobby. I like the color of them. They look great for spring. $8.99 with 50% off, so I gave $4.50 for these. I picked up a package of these brown and white and beige eggs for $4.49 with 40% off from Hobby Lobby. And I have some of this brown Spanish moss. If you can find a smaller package, like at the Dollar Tree for $1.25, that would be great. I couldn't find any. I had to buy this big bag. I have a lifetime supply, what can I say? But I'm gonna make 2 of these, but I'm only gonna show you the one. I'm gonna take about 7 of the flower heads off of the bunches of flowers. And there's plenty for another one. Actually, there's probably enough to make 4 of these. I'm making one for myself and one for the booth. So after I get my 7 flowers, I'm going to put those aside. Take the plastic off of the wreath. After removing the plastic, I want to take some of this brown Spanish moss, and I'm just going to sort of pull it out in strips, and I'm just going to start gluing it onto this wreath. On the inside, on the top, and on the outer side. The only thing you're going to see is in the back is the back of the wreath. So it takes a little while to glue this on, but just be patient. It winds up turning out just awesome. I wanted a natural wreath for the holidays, and I seen this on Pinterest, and it gave me an idea, so I'm going to run with it. Okay, after magically getting all of that Spanish moss on there, I just want to give it a little trim so that you can still see that it is a wreath form. So I'm going to give it a little bit of trim on the outside and on the inside. And I'm also checking if there might need to be just a little bit of added glue to hold it in. That would be a good time to check those areas as well. Okay, I went ahead and cleaned up my work area just a little bit, and I'm going to bring my wreath back. And I have these eggs, and I don't care for the yellowish color, like the beige, but I do like the brown and the white. I think those are the colors that I'm looking for. So those are the only ones that I'm going to use out of the bag. And I want to go ahead and place them and space them out, because I do have my flowers that I want to put between each one of the eggs. But I'm going to go ahead and just place them in there where I'm going to glue them. They are styrofoam. I did try to cut one to see if it would go on a little bit better, and it is just a mess, and I decided not to go that route. But just going to glue them on and then add the flowers, and I'm going to show you how it all turned out. I did add a little hanging wire to the back because I'm going to hang it on a peg, and I just run it through the little plastic wrap that they had on there that was holding the straw together.